Hello, welcome back to another edition of Junkyard Hack. Today what I'm going to show you is what we did in the trunk floor that was rusted out and how we repaired that. Not a concourse repair by any far stretch of the imagination, but a adequate repair. Good enough for this car. So anyway, let's open the trunk up here and show you that, yep, that red part there, that was a Chevy S10 hood that I had gotten, I'm going to say early 90s out of the junkyard. Went to the junkyard, found it, cost me $50 for the hood, and it was enough metal to cover the all the bad rotten part that I cut out. There's still some more rotten parts over here, not where the white is, but there you go, that's caulk. Still some rotten parts over there. We'll fix that with probably some fiberglass, but this part here is integral because the support that holds the gas tank runs along there. If you see these bolts there, those are attached to the gas tank support brace, I guess you would call it. And it's welded in the front, welded in the back. It was good. It wasn't rusted out, thank God, but it's got some more support because it was, the old floor was tack welded to it, and I'm not, my welding capabilities are nil. So I figured the next best thing to do would be to put some 1/4 20 bolts in there, and that's what we did. So let me show you the underside of this here. Okay, underneath you'll see this brace here that has a look like a keyhole type thing in it. That's where a carriage bolt goes to hold the back of the strap that holds the gas tank in. And those are all the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Four carriage bolts I use to hold the floor pan to the that brace. Now you're wondering why there's grease on there, and what I did was I didn't have anybody to hold the, when I drilled the holes I didn't have anybody to hold the bolts up. So what I did was I just greased them and it kept them in place so I could get up top and put the nuts on. And the reason I use carriage bolts was because I like the fat head on them, and also it's got that square key and it dug into the metal, so it'll stay. If I need to unbolt it for any reason, which I doubt, but it'll stay. And mainly I like the big head on it there. I didn't have to use a washer on that side. I got them both sides. You see along there, both sides are done. So this is the bottom of the floor. It's painted gloss black because that's what color I had it. And there's a lot of self tappers. You'll see, where the hell are they? Oh yeah, along the frame where a lot of self tappers used to hold that floor in. And there you go, in the front there you'll see them. And back there, yep, there you go, a lot of self tappers. So not a concourse restoration by any means, but adequate. And I'm going to jack this car up. I'm going to have to run fuel line when I get the tank installed. Let me do this. And also put shocks on it. So when I get the car up in the air, get it jacked up, I'm going to come under here and zip those self tappers off, so we don't, somebody working under the car doesn't impale themselves. That's going to be about it. But anyway, let's go up top again. Okay, outlining the repair is that white caulking, and I'm using it as seam seal. And anytime you put something on there, people recommend you use a seam seal. Well, I looked around and all I had was caulking, so that's what I used, whatever was left over. Is it the right stuff to use? Probably not. Is it going to work? I don't know. Be better than nothing at all, I guess. And that's all I'm going for. Eventually, I'm going to let everything dry up, clean up, and I'll paint this to match everything else. And it'll probably be get some sort of like a bed liner paint or Flex Seal or something like that in there. And the whole trunk inside of the trunk will be painted with Flex Seal or some kind of rubberized paint, bed liner, pickup bed line or something like that. So it'll all be good and nobody will be able to tell the difference. But anyway, this is 18 gauge steel, good enough for a floor pan. Any kind of steel that I would buy for the same price would be like 30 gauge. It would be the thickness of a little bit thicker than a beer can, and this is definitely the better way to go for me. So not pretty, but adequate. Anyway, just showing you what the progress we are today, or progress we have in the Biscayne today. And it's like I said, it's one step. Got to do one step to get to the other step. So I need to put a fuel tank in it and run a new fuel line to take it anywhere, drive it any distance. You can't work on a remote tank in the front very well. It's not very safe either anyway. But to get the fuel tank in, I had to do this repair here. So the underside's all done. I'm not doing anything else on the underside. Might clean up in here a little bit later on when it dries up. But now we can concentrate on getting the fuel line run underneath and the fuel tank installed. So that's all for today. Have a great day. It's a beautiful morning, or beautiful day. It's early afternoon. That's one of our guys. He got out and he's walking around pacing his property. I think it's a black one. His name is Reagan. So anyway, have a great one. Take care and stay greasy. Keep wrenching. God bless.